Okay, looks like we're live and running. So hello everyone, Nerui here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV.
Blech.
I'm guessing you had your mouth full or something?
Spoon. Yeah. That.
Good to have you back.
Yes, it is good to be the back.
Okay, so for the recap of where we are right now, things have kind of gotten a bit messy, and it's all thanks to that two-headed jackass.
Oh, give him. You know what? Hate him if you must. Hate him if you. You gotta admit, he's really well written. But yeah, he is an absolute jackass.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he's such a such a hateable jackass is probably in no small part connected to his writing. And
oh yeah.
And in this case, he's just gone. He or they, because you know the two heads. I'm not sure which is the most appropriate one.
Good question.
I mean, I come up with this same issue when I'm referring to my one set of characters slash character from over in Redhurst. You might have heard Orskin and I was talking about them on occasion. The triplets. Three-headed Knoll for context.
Nope, no, I've not heard of this one.
Well, yeah, basic. Broad stroke summary, three-headed Knoll. You could argue each one of the heads is representative of id, ego, and superego, respectively. And since three heads, one body, that is something that does come up often is, okay, how to address them properly?
That is a good question. Also, where are you anyway?
Over in Warrior's Echo.
Oh, Waller's Echo, okay.
Warler. Sorry, misread.
Yeah, Waller.
Yeah. Because the whole shtick that the two-headed jerkbag ended up going and releasing a withdrawal, if I remember correctly, is the right term. That
Withdrawal, that's correct.
Yeah, that apparently went on a rampage 80 years ago, and the only thing they could do to stop it was to cause it to freeze itself in its own magic. So now the damn thing is loose now, so it means now I gotta hunt it down.
Oh, you have to fight, yes. Wakar Lordar, right?
I'm going to assumingly say yes, because... Ooh.
Don't actually remember what it's called, but that's the name of that will be the name of the trial that we fight then. Yeah, Valigarmanda. And yes, that was said with an accent, because reasons. Yeah, the actual place you fight it is in Wakaladar. So yeah, that's the name of the actual trial. But yeah, the Tural Vitral you are referring to is Valigarmanda. What a nasty creature.
From what I've heard so far, most definitely. So this is gonna be an opportune time to put the Viper training to its test, since you know one of the things about Vipers is hunting down Tural Vidral.
Absolutely. Absolutely no.
I do like the looks of these, the newest crafted weapons for this patch.
The previous newest. New patch just came out today, remember?
So I guess I should
Oh,
use
it came
the
out
proper,
just a few days ago.
Yeah, I suppose I should use the proper name them, the Courtly Lovers.
Yep, a new patch just came out yesterday, actually.
Ah.
Patch 7.41.
Yeah, thanks to that Courtly Lover set, I finally have a perfect matching weapon for my dancer glam.
Ah! Ooh.
I mean, it does work well. I've been having a hardest time trying to find a set of weapons that matches the glam until now.
It's very pink.
I like pink.
Good point.
Plus, I mean, it seems like my go-to colors is what I like to call the cotton candy combo: pink, purple, and blue.
Purple's a cotton candy color?
I've seen purple before. I mean, pink and blue are obviously the two biggest ones, but I have seen purple before as well. So the question is always, what's the right balance to mix them in for the right balance between the lot of them?
Fair enough. Too easy. Hmm? Need something?
Talking to Aaronville.
As you wish.
Yeah, once we get this Valigamanda settled, I will be more than ready to take that two-headed jerk and humble them a bit.
You're jumping the gun a little. That is ill recommended. Ill advised to jump the gun so thoroughly. Not so vigorously.
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhui with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop! That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valikarmanda.
Incapable of
Either you
defeating
seek to
this, you
defy
say?
Vorkor Lara Door, or you are fools.
Oh, you don't know who you're talking to.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead. A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of his Tural withdrawal my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chirwagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan
Gardening,
rule.
anyone?
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the
I
contest
should
is
have
over.
been extreme gardening.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive. My old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyollal becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird. I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
All right. The trial is officially open and ready to go.
Trial, you say? What
Mhm.
trial?
Or corredor.
Get ready. Ah, you're all the way over there.
Yep, that's where they dropped me off.
Of course.
And depending on how long the queue waits, I do know one thing that I could do to occupy myself while we wait for the queue.
What would that be?
A little side quest that I ended up picking up, and I managed to in the off stream find the next legs of. It is time to go see the Corn Servant.
Yes! You wait. Before you do.
Yes.
There he is. Better yet, the Death Servant. Related to the Corn Servant storyline.
Alright, first, they're in I found the Corn Servant in 2 spots, so first, I'll head over to Wachimpelo.
You have to do the Corn Servant quests in order, technically speaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do believe, though, that the first one, it divvies, because, you know, the 2 areas. So first do the one here and then
Well,
the
but you won't unlock the actual next leg of the Corn Servant quest until you actually complete the one here.
Mm-hmm.
There are Corn Servant quests everywhere in Dra.
Yep. So gonna get the one here, then the one over in the Hanu location.
Yep, there is one in every area of Yoctoral and in every area of Zoctoral as well, actually. So both halves of Toral and Tuliyollal as well. And yes, it is pronouncing Tuliyollal the way, somewhat the way, Wuklamart does.
a quick one. And a nice little touch that actually it touches on things that in reality have. As much as you can enjoy corn, because of how hard it can be to digest for people, eating too much of it and only it can result in malnutrition.
The corn servant is very wise.
Indeed, indeed.
Technically, you weren't actually supposed to be able to access this area yet. But technically, the reason you're able to access both these versions of the Corn Servant quest is because they're a branching path.
Yeah, and imagine the next one won't be till we get to the next major new area.
Yep, there is a Corn Servant quest in every single major area of the expansion. Only when you've done all of those will you get the final Corn Servant quest in Tuliolal itself. And certain ones will only become accessible after certain points in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go back and do them. Your guide for everything useless and trivial about Final Fantasy that it has experienced personally. Anything outside of that realm of experience is probably looked up online at Google.
Looks like still got a little ways to go before the Viewfinder pops, so I could maybe go and start picking up the first of the role quests.
That wouldn't be wise. Those cutscenes take a while to pick up. You might actually end up stuck in the cutscene when it pops at this rate. And to be fair, you're going melee DPS right now. Do you really want to pick up the first role quests of melee DPS?
I mean, I do intend to do all of them.
Good point. Did you just... very well.
Yeah. Not sure which job I'm going to do for each of the role quests, though. Say, maybe a dancer for the melee for the physical ranged. I'm not gonna be able to do too much emphasis on trying to work on getting my crafters geared up until I have access to all of Tyrol.
Getting your crafting up into roll?
Yeah, because if I want to make some of the best stuff, I'm gonna need to get some of the best armor that's currently available.
Wait till the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because especially if I want to try my hand at crafting it myself, I'm gonna need access to all of Tyrol so I can go and farm the materials, so I can save money and not have to buy stuff on the market board. Because well, that's always a gamble on how much it's going to cost.
True, but it's going to be... trust that you're not going to actually have the chance to be able to craft it. With the rate we're going, it's going to take a while.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose technically the optimal situation would be if once I get to the point where it's unlocked that they drop the max level script gear.
You're not. You won't. You have... Okay, so... What areas have you unlocked again? Tuliolal, Okupacha, and, Kazuma Uka, right? Kazuma Uka? Or how do we pronounce it? Yeah, you have at least 3 more major locations to unlock. Four major locations to unlock. And one of those is the final hub. So yeah, you've got 4 major locations to unlock left in this expansion, and they're quite a ways away.
Yep. But yeah, as soon as they open up the ability to like spend and gather and crafter script, if I can get better quality gear from that.
That's in the final area.
So I'm still gonna be a bit before I can get that.
You'll have to complete the expansion before you can do that.
Yeah, because that's what I remember when Endwalker, they opened up the script vendors surprisingly early.
Yeah, you'll have to wait to the end of the expansion for this one, pretty sure.
Oh, on the plus side, the script gear means I don't have to worry as much about materia melding as I do with crafted gear.
Yeah.
In regards to min-maxing via pentamelding.
Oh god, you're a pentamelder.
If I'm going to be using crafted gear, I at least intend to try.
Of course.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why the script gear is nice, because don't need to worry
In that case,
about...
see you later, Nay.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Bye-bye! Somewhere you can't follow.
Yeah, if I was over on my home server, I could probably go over to cosmic exploration.
Not in cosmic exploration right now, no.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, if I was on the home server, I could go there to kill time while waiting for queues. Because I still need to work, even though I got like crafters and gatherers up to level 100, I still need to do more cosmic exploration to get those cosmic exploration tools leveled up. You saw the
What?
I was more looking at the ice climber Lalafels.
Damn it! Move, 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 move!
Shit!
Told you to move. Uh-oh. Yikes! Keep moving, keep moving! on, that's rude. time. Goodbye, Voldemort.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda. A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father. The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
Yeah, you fought well, though.
I did, didn't I? Even if it wasn't at full strength, we defeated a living legend. I swear, I'll surpass the old man one day.
The Sky Ruin lies dead. And still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company. To the temple, then?
That won't be necessary. Heroes of the hour. Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song. We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town. But the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You were to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
What more would we test, Zurmurwer? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jalja, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
Okay, I kind of like that little bit of ironic justice with Bakul Jaja letting Valigarmanda loose in order to try and gain an advantage in the trial, only to end up basically making it so we got the rest of us got that 5th keystone, and the two-head jerk is going off. Well, one could say going off half-cocked, not realizing that he messed up and just basically cut himself out of one of the keystones.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokwi. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Ha! I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You Woklamat, was it not? I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh, good idea! That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, no dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
And I see a side quest with the last Aether Currents have popped up, but I'll take care of those later. For now, back to Yolal.
Wait, back to Tuliolal.
Mm-hmm. Yep, give the rest of the crew a little rest after taking down Veligamanda.
Wait a sec, Nay. Before you do anything, hold on. Gotta get out of this cutscene first. Nice. I was just doing the arena storyline while waiting.
Ah.
Well, the, you know... Technically, the, raid storyline. Well,
Yeah.
Yolal, you say, yes?
Yep. Over at the Forard Cabins.
You rang, madam? Have those two been dancing the entire time?
Yeah. Number of folks feel like dancing today, it would seem. Alright, looks like it's time to go retire to my cabin.
That's not how you get to the...
I mean, that's...
Are you trying to go to the cabin?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's where the quest marker is leading me.
Alright. You won't have an easy time getting in, though. Technically, you just unlocked the inn. Unless you haven't already unlocked that, but you know.
I have to admit, the inside of this inn does look quite cozy.
True.
You have a moment? There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, you want to talk a lot? Well, come on, come on. Come in, have a seat.
So,
Come on, spit it out.
It's just too stuffy in here, that's what. We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air, that's what we need.
Someone who's wanted to talk, she's certainly getting cold feet fast.
Where did you just teleport to?
The Resplendent Quarter, because that's where Wukalot's gone to. I'll definitely say Dawntrail so far has had some truly spectacular views.
Oh, absolutely. The writing is a bit meh in places.
Better.
And
Wuklamat's especially. Unfortunately, Wuklamat's writing becomes incredibly wooden in places, unfortunately. It's not even her voice acting. Her voice acting is obviously on par with most of the other voice acting. The voice direction is decent too. It's just the writing is terrible. She's basically got the Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who problem. And that, you know, Jodie Whittaker's a decent actress, but the writing and the script she was given were just shit. It wasn't her fault that she was such a shit doctor. It was Chris Chibnall's by giving her such terrible scripts.
I mean, so that's...
And that might be, and that honestly might be a hot take, but genuinely, a lot of people are starting to agree. It wasn't Jodie Whittaker's fault for being a bad doctor. It was Chris Chibnall for being a crap writer and showrunner.
I mean,
for Doctor Who, at least, and Wuklamat had the same problem.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a tale as old as time when it comes to creative and storytelling things. You can have the best actor in the world, but if the writing is bad or the direction is bad.
Unfortunately, another problem with the Dawntrail is Wuklamat is in every single quest in Dawntrail, even the ones where, like, even in the parts of Act 3 where she doesn't really need to be in the later acts, when we start unlocking, like, the final 2 areas, where she doesn't really need to be accompanying us.
I used to come here all
At
the
that
time
point,
when I was little.
like, she doesn't
look out
really
over the
need to
whole
accompany
city.
us into
Whatever
into
worries
Dr.
I had
Val.
would seem So small.
Which is the problem. Like, at that point in the story, you could easily just leave her behind. Like, at certain points in the story, there are certain quests where she doesn't even need to be there for the storyline to, you know, progress naturally.
That I would fight to
and they just kind of
preserve
shoehorn
Papa's
her in.
Tural?
Which is a bit of a problem.
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If
Like,
it's just
introducing a new character, a
the
new main
absence
character
of
is all well
war.
and good, but give her the Estinian treatment if you need to. You know, don't include
And
her in
it brought
every
to
single
mind
quest. Yeah, sure, it's her journey
best
to become
parts
Dawn
of our
Servant for
journey
the
so
most
far.
part in Dawntrail. But for fuck's sake. After she becomes Dawn Servant, we don't need to keep her. She's even in the damn post patch. And it's kind of obvious that with Warrior of Light, so we're not going to fail, it's kind of a foregone conclusion that she will become Dawn Servant. Because failing at some point and her not becoming Dawn Servant would be a massive letdown for the player base, you know? Like, you're hyping it up all this level. It's like, unless there's a like,
nothing
really
gives me
massive
greater
twist,
joy than the happiness of others.
then yeah, we're going to succeed. She's basically got plot armor by association with us.
Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace. Really, I feel proud somehow. It's an answer I arrived at by trying to be true to myself.
Which sounds ridiculous until you realize
That
we're
you think
basically
I
walking
succeeded.
plot armor ourselves.
It means a lot.
I mean, even if we know we're gonna win in the end, it's still it's still the journey that is entertaining.
Oh, true. It's not like we're invincible or we're walking God or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the many times we got brought low and back in Endwalker is a great example of it.
Indeed, indeed.
When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in harmony.
It's just like Cross said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me? Thank the gods for that.
I mean, look, I'm in this for the long haul. You are a friend now, whether you like it or not.
Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
Who are you referring to? Walkamat?
Yep.
Ah, you're already talking about Lamati. Okay.
And I say there was player housing here in Tyrol. That would be some of the most picturesque picturesque housing options available. There's an achievement for another chapter complete. Yeah, it looks like next step is to fly on out to the next area.
The fierce Shepral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named. It is here, where the Shepral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
You are really not cut out for travel, Luke Lamont.
The vegetation is far denser than in Cosmauca.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the Earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Chabral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
I was just taking in all the sights and sounds, and man, this place is another place that's just quite lovely.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as a lector on behalf of my people. As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us. Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Twelve forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Claimants,
Damn,
please
Alize.
present your colors. I have red.
Blue.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Together again, as fate would have it.
Victory's as good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Siren's working together again.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows.
Oh, wow.
Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shebruk Bibil.
Oh!
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
Level 100 culinarian here, just putting that out there.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat...
And just rolling my eyes over at Thancred. Definitely throwing out that dad pun there.
It's Thancred. What do you expect?
Few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
But if you go so heavy into innovation that you neglect your history, you lose sight of who you are and your identity.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
I mean, going on just the name, I have no idea what to go on to for what that dish might be. Although I am more curious now if it's something that I can actually make as a culinarian, so...
Unlikely, but possible.
Not any of the recipes I've currently got, so I'm gonna have to do some research in order to make it first.
Yeah, you can't actually craft it. You can't actually craft your product build. Sorry, no.
Alright, time to see what we can do to find out how this dish is made, and try not to be a big old bunch of idiot sandwiches in the process. So, colorful spices that add color but has medicinal benefits. Okay, that cook was not doing a good job of being subtle.
To be fair, the italics might just be for the sake of the quest. It's not actually clear that he's actually, if he was actually putting emphasis on those words or not. But you know, italic at the same time, italics usually do mean emphasis on a word in text. So.
so that this dish has some connections to their history.
Many dishes do.
That is indeed quite true. After as much time as I've spent being on catch-up, it feels oddly strange yet welcoming to have enemies that will actually aggro to me again. Here we go again! trying to connect the dots to the significance of all the various elements of the dish as we're learning more and more. Because we've got a hunk of local meat dressed up in herbs, one of which being a medicinal one, and cooked in a underground oven while wrapped in banana leaves. And it has connection to their history, which, as we're seeming to see, implies a bit of warfare.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yokui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Valle Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Ooh, what wonderful time for an Echo flashback.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Buff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end?
That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end,
a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn Servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Yeah, this expansion has definitely done a lot to make me really like Galul Jaja. Definitely a good king.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Bibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong? Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Ooh, a mystery reward.
Don't enjoy it all in one place now.
I like that moon mount that one has. You have to look up where to get it from. think Kalana's starting to realize what some of what's being a leader of this place entails. Good for him. He's growing. Assuming one of us is versed in culinary arts, raise his hand. Thank you, Kryle. Let me get out my knife and frying pan, and we can get this thing going.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
I want to take this two-headed bastard and castrate him in the most painful way possible.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Huh. Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Pibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves. You can't fault us.
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook's so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Dickish much?
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Part of me is curious what a real-world equivalent to that would taste like.
There is a real-world equivalent.
That was pleased.
Oh!
You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
Cochinita pibil. Traditional Yucatec Mayan slow-roasted pork dish.
Ah. Now I'm have tempted to look up the recipe, see if I can make it for myself.
You would need to roast a whole suckling pig if you wanted to, or a pork shoulder, or pork loin.
Yeah, probably not the whole pig, because you know that's not apartment cooking.
Then you wouldn't be able to cook it correctly. If you don't cook it, if you don't bury it in a pit with fire at the bottom to roast it, you wouldn't be able to cook it properly.
Curses.
You would need to use a smoke oven. Yeah, you'd need to cook it the same way they do in this if you wanted to cook it properly. It's very accurate. Apparently, from a cursory glance at the wiki page.
So yeah, probably not something I'm gonna be able to try anytime soon.
Indeed.
It was palatable enough.
You know, it certainly did a good job of selling the dish, though.
Very much so, yes.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
I suppose preparing a dish like that would require some kind of an event, because to do it with a whole suckling pig, that means you're going to be feeding quite a few hungry mouths.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important.
I do like that they acknowledged in this one that I'm an accomplished culinarian and let me do the cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any shipwreck people left? I could really use another helping.
Ooh, a tabletop item of the Shibruk Pipiel.
It's not a tabletop. That's a consumable. A group consumable, no less.
Ah, so basically you put it on the tabletop and it's there until it's used up.
No. You use it and it deploys, kind of like the enchantment amount of food we used to use the auspicious in World of Warcraft.
Oh, so it's like the food table.
It's like the tea set.
Ah.
Oh, yeah, it's like the tea set we got back in Stormblood. Ooh.
A little bit of downtime and waiting for the path to get cleared out to help Cryle look into her little things while we're here. Or not so little, because looking into the thing with her grandfather.
Yeah, you say that, but you're also one of the tallest races in Eorzea. Fucking giant-ass rabbit lady. Not counting the ears. Friggin' Vieira are some of the tallest races in Eorzea, and beyond, for that matter. Or at least the female Vieira. Whereas Kryle is a Lullafell. Clearly, it's obviously the irony of the statement of a small matter referring to a Lullafell should not be lost on you when you are playing such a tall character.
And remember, once we do get past the main expansion MSQ, for the post MSQ content, I am going to be doing another Fantasia, this time into a Hrothgar.
You're getting Hroth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh ho.
Mm-hmm. I have a Hroth. Well, I've been using the same look on a side character that's native to this server.
You have a native side character?
Yeah, to Exodus here.
You have an Exodus native? Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
Since when?
Relatively recently. Made one of anything because, well, since Fiora had in recent times gotten into Final Fantasy 14, I figured having a native would be a little bit easier because I could still do other things. But then I ended up just kept on devolving back to my main and just doing a lot of server hopping.
Honestly, yeah.
So yeah, it was a chance to test out the Femme Hrothgar look for a bit, and I'm gonna use that look I got saved for when I go for it on my main here. Yeah, worst case scenario, I could log in and introduce you once we're done with stream.
Yeah, it could be an idea, yeah.
So, you're her biological father. So that's two fathers I now have promised to look after Wuklamat for.
Indeed. Little trouble now.
Oh. Looks like this is going to go into an instance thing, so I think this is what I'm going to have to handle solo.
Oh, very well.
Oh, goody! The warning! The several cutscenes will play in sequence warning. Alrighty. I don't like how the camera was lingering on Kryl there.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Cool, Cha-Cha.
Oh, Morok! Bakuljaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here. Take a good look at him. Go on. Look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted sellsword. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Homoruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages! Come on then! You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight!
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa Dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Don't worry, this scary adventurer won't try anything funny.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people!
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces. I'll cut you to shreds.
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt.
No more tricks, Bakul Chaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior? Miss Mittens is no longer abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
Can't keep up.
How do you like this? Kitty.
Understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest!
It's time we finish her.
This is the end for you, kitten.
All right, trying that again.
You fail!
Come, you mangy housecut, so I can rip you to pieces.
I can smell the pain.
I'll cut you to shreds.
Love the 60s back
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Needles.
I'll make you eat dirt.
No more tricks, Bakulchaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior?
Smithers no longer using me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
What? Can't keep up.
How do you like this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
I finally understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest!
It's time we finish it.
This is the end for you, kid. Know your place.
Not enough to claim the title of Dawn's servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
I'll grind you beneath my heel. What? Can't keep up.
you the true power of the Blessed!
I will be the next Dawn Servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last! That's why there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack! This is our fight! Stay out of it!
You bring shame upon us. You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for my... We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army, still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Such confidence. She wasn't like this before.
Whew.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How could this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. Oh.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage,
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you all right? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tuli Hyolal's next Dawn servant. Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
If he starts shit again, I want Nick's crack at him, Wukmamat. I mean, I'll try to change to monk if I have to, just for the so I can beat him down with my own 2 fists.
Oh no, that's... So, we're calling it after this, right? Or are we going for another hour?
Yeah, soonish. Half an hour at the most.
Half an hour? Half an hour?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, my usual cutoff time, if I can help it, is about 9 o'clock my time, which is in less than half an hour.
Ah.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Pibil?
So, thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tuli Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet,
What you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Yeah, Thancred and Urianger are the perfect
Very well, then.
pair for this guy.
I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
They really are.
Alright. If all goes smoothly, we should be able to make it to the next village before it's time to wrap things up for tonight.
Wait, where did you go?
It dropped me off on the outskirts of the village.
Ah.
Oh, I see the corn servant. Another glorious meeting with the corn servant. Yeah, the rain is picked up. That's fine. I like the sound of rain. It's soothing. And one thing I have to do off stream between now and now and the next stream is see if I can get enough fates in so I can get the improved mount speed.
Wait, you get the fates here?
Yeah, once you do enough fates, 6 fates in particular, you can then go and get yourself up to rank 2 for the what's the term? Rank 2 for the shared fates. Then you can go to the bicolor gemstone vendor and use the bicolor gemstones to purchase the item to improve your mount speed. So yeah, just 6 fates to get improved mount speed in a new area. Of course, there's other things you can purchase for bicolor gemstones, but that requires you to get to rank 3, which I believe, if I remember correctly, takes another 60 fates after those first 6.
What's the difference between shared fates and fates again?
It's all fates still. It's just shared fates. It's over in the travels sub menu. Basically, every time you complete a fate with a gold rank, it contributes to your shared fate ranking, along with giving you bicolored gemstones, which then you can exchange for things at the gemstone trader.
Oh. That explains a lot.
Ooh, this is some gorgeous scenery. Screenshot? Aha, aetherite.
Swoop.
City of Silence, huh?
You showing off that bloody brolly again?
I mean, it's the one I have set to auto go off whenever it starts raining. Still, I think this is probably a good enough spot to wrap things up for now. We're about to going for look for the Elector for Wuklamat's final right. So yeah, this is probably as good a stopping point as any. So yeah. Thanks for joining me again, Tara. A pleasure.
As always, as always.
I feel like we're making decent progress chipping away at Dawntrail.
Indeed, indeed.
So, until next time, y'all take care now. Bye-bye.